Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, and I'ma treat her right, yeah. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, but first I gotta say hi. Always try to tell me girls were trouble, but yesterday I seen this one that made the fox double take. The type of chick that looked like she just landed in a rocket ship out of this world. Why ain't they tell me how late college is? Simply amazed being surrounded by some goddesses. Type of pretty make it turn your face up like broken promises. Most of them will leave you feeling salty like a condiment. She's too sassy, man, it's the South. Get some common sense. If you can't take the heat, then drop out of school. I say you could do music like Chance, but you not as cool. If you really bleed and use media, make them follow you. These days, anybody get famous, man, just use auto-tune. But back to the Mona Lisa. These little boys want to lease her, but she's a keeper, no doubt about it. And if tomorrow I meet the Reaper, no need to find something deeper. I look at her and I know I found it. I found it. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, and I'ma treat her right, yeah. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, but first I gotta say, baby, I can only imagine what other dudes are saying. Just a bunch of little boys trying to play games. This is serious, promise I'm far from a player. Hey, tell me what's your major? Can I balance your energy? Your voice is like a symphony. Or maybe I can be the Orpheus to your Eurydice. And maybe if you're into CJ, we can take a walk and create an entire universe with only our thoughts. But I hope you know I mean no disrespect. I'm not one of those guys that only want sex. Those dogs that only want fetch. Not me, girl, I like to take the high ground. You know, like Obi-Wan said. I know you don't know me, but I could be your homie. And if you told me you lonely, I'd buy your ass a pony. But probably not, but just if you chill with the fox, time will stop. You'll be wondering why your tick never talks, yes. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, and I'ma treat her right, yeah. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, but first I gotta say, shawty, I've been looking at these pictures of you cyber surfing. If you gon' dump me, flirting don't come through. What's your fantasy? Made me down low, yeah. Gon' make me down low, yeah. Shorty up, shorty down low, yeah. Gon' make me down low. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, and I'ma treat her right, yeah. Yesterday I think I found the love of my life, but first I gotta say hi.
My name is Casey Hylde, and I am the Artistic Director of Island School of Performing Arts. Owning a studio coming out of lockdown and then going through the roller coaster of constant different regulations changing has been just that. It's been a roller coaster. We have to manage all different school districts and what their regulations are and migrate that through with the kids and kind of what the CDC says and going through all the different motions while also trying to do events and trying to have different things happening and making the studio a safe place and a happy place for them to come to, somewhere where they can come and just kind of be in a little bit of a happy bubble for a while and just be artists and create and smile and have fun. So we've done that in a bunch of different ways. We've had these dance and play days on Saturdays that have been fantastic, where we've had theme them in different days. We do one once a month. We've created a lot of events for the older kids and community. Being part of Red Radio has helped a lot also, because our older kids get to have different artistic avenues to go through and create characters and performance pieces. So it's been a big whirlwind. Some days really, really positive, some days not. Most positive though. We've really migrated through in a very unique and beautiful way. So growing up as a dancer and then migrating that and using those different experiences to become an instructor, I think the main thing is letting them be kids as long as we can. You know, life is hard, and when we're creating artists, they gotta have different experiences, and their experiences cannot but be in just their art always. They have to have experiences to pull off of. And so when we're molding these dancers and artists as which they are, it's really important to let them be kids. Let them go out, make sure they have time in the day to go play outside and go be weird and find and discover who they are. That's something that I find missing a lot of times, you know, going outside and just letting them play hopscotch. Those things, I used to have kids coming into the studio and we never really had to teach how to skip. Shifting weight and playing outside always happened. And now we're finding we're having to not just refine teaching how to skip, which is what it used to be, but now we're actually having to teach how to skip. Because the kids are just not getting to play as much. And so it's really, really important that we're really creating spaces and places that they can go and experience, because that's how we create. The competition dance world scene has changed a lot. I do think part of it has been for the better, because competition for us normally was like a 3 to 4 day event. We were there all the time. Everything was spaced out. And then last year, we kind of had some blocked out times, which was really nice. We got to see everything and be together the whole time. As where it goes this year, we really don't know. Some of the competitions are going back to the old format. Some haven't disclosed what they're doing yet. And we're kind of like with everything else, taking it a week, a day at a time and seeing where we're going. I know things are constantly kind of changing even still. And from depending on state to state and which state we happen to be in competing at that weekend, everything can be completely different. So we're still kind of migrating through the same way on the competition format. I think a lot of it is and that's the beauty of being an artist and putting on shows and all, you learn just kind of to roll with it and go, and that the show really must go on, as the saying goes. So sometimes everything is not going to be perfect. In fact, almost every time it's not, but we learn how to keep going, go entertain, and go put on that show. And when that's our focus, to just have fun and entertain, the rest just kind of falls to the side. What's coming up for our year right now is we're actually about to start our 14th season at Island School of Performing Arts, 2022. So we have registration going on for that right now. We have our first Dance and Play Day coming up in January. And then we have our Red Radio productions coming up with the festival, and we're going to have our street performers out with that. We have competition coming up. We have a ton of just little events here and there. So we just finished the Sugar Plum Parade with the city of Gulfport. That was super fun. And yeah, I mean, we're glad to see events coming back on the Gulf Coast and getting to go do those. We were blessed to be able to do Boo Bash and the parade and the festivals this year. I'm really hoping to see more of that happening again.
Red Radio Productions South and Gulfport Main Street Association invite you to downtown Gulfport, February 26th for Roots Rhythm and Arts Festival, featuring live performances by Flow Tribe, Bobtown Revival, Ben Lofton and the Family, Grits and Greens,
I remember back when you were itching and scratching. You weren't quite on the ups, begging someone to cash
and
in.
Karate Kids. Fly painters Andrew Switzer, Greg Knoll, and Robbie Almanac. Food trucks, art vendors, kids activities, street performers. Plus, the crew of Gemini's Day Parade rolls at 2. So bring your chair and groove in the streets with us on February 26th for Roots Rhythm and Arts Festival.
Look at her. Oh my God, it may be an angel in disguise. Ooh, so lovely. I would love the chance to know her name. Show her every boy ain't the same. That I don't play no games, no. Maybe I should approach her. I don't even know her. I'm honestly the poster child for awkward niggas. But I figure if I'm honest with her, maybe I can give her some significant stuff to consider. Like, yo, maybe this guy's different. Whoa, maybe she'd even be with it. Yes, calm voice, breathe slow. Calm voice, breathe slow. Ooh, here he goes. You can do it, you can do it. And we know. Ooh, one foot after the other. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. Deep breaths, you got it. The worst she can tell you is no. Time is moving so slow. Just go recite what you wrote. Look in her eyes, here you go. Hey, I'm sorry, this will only take a minute, but I want you to know that I have the purest intentions. When I mention I love to have your number to dial, so maybe I can get another chance to make you smile. Wow, look at you, I hope you're having a blessed day. Can't even imagine what you look like on your best day. Fearfully and wonderfully made, forget what the rest say. Better if you were the topic SpongeBob would finish his essay. Not to be cocky, but you never met a me. Mama raised a gentleman, so I hope you can see that my intentions are genuine. Just want to know how your brain works, what you love to do, and anything else in that framework. I say I'm a fox, but I promise I'm a protagonist. I'm a soldier of love, never been much of a pacifist. I could go on that it doesn't really matter. Just give me a chance and I'll guarantee happily ever afters. What do I say? She's so sweet. It's such a pleasure to meet you. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. Deep breaths, you got it. The worst she can tell you is no. Time is moving so slow. Just go recite what you wrote. Look in her eyes, here you go. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. Deep breaths, you got it. The worst she can tell you is no. Time is moving so slow. Just go recite what you wrote. Look in her eyes, here you go. Man, okay, so I guess, I'm remembering this for the first time in a while, this part of this story, but I guess I thought of, like, cause my name is Cedric, like it's CJ is short for Cedric. I'm named after my dad, that's the J, and that, also my middle name starts with a J, so it's two J's. But anyway, I was like, okay, if I wasn't named, like, after my dad, like what basically thinking of me and everything that encompasses what I feel about myself. What would I name myself? Like my soul or whatever. Like if I was a superhero, like what would my name be? Like that type of like, yeah. Alter ego, but also like kind of it. Yeah, because I remember one of my favorite Batman quotes is he was like, "I put on this mask not to hide who I am, but to become who I am." So that's kind of it's like that's me. Uh, well, actually, I started playing guitar first because I couldn't teach myself piano at the time. I like didn't know like what to do, I guess, or like how to I learned like how music theory and music worked on guitar, and then I learned piano. Cuz I felt like guitar was, I don't know, like I didn't have to learn keys on guitar. That's a thing. That was a huge thing in that. It's like, oh, I just learned this song in this key or this scale here, this pattern, and I could just play it in any key now. Awesome. Like, we're off to the races. But with piano, like, you got to, yeah. Yes, especially piano. I mean, if you don't count, I guess, like learning from YouTube, I guess. That I did learn piano off of YouTube. I do specifically remember that. I can read music. It's like because even when I was in band, I spent most of my band career in the drum line, and it's like you learn most of your book in like the beginning of the year, and then from there you're doing it all from memory until you get to concert season. But I just, it's gotten weak basically. It's to the point to where I like could, but anytime I like try to read music, it's like the equivalent of the person that has to like put their finger under the word to be like, the cat did. Yeah, like as opposed to just like playing the song and like I just listen to it. And actually, well, okay, by blood anyway. I have like an uncle in Texas that he's like a super talented professional musician that like works in studios. He goes to like Berkeley and stuff. But like besides him, it's one person, and that's actually funny. He was the first person I ever recorded something with. Like he had a studio. I was like in middle school, and he was the first person I ever recorded something with. But he's like, yeah, like that one other person that I know of. It's pretty much just me. But yeah, I think it's mostly from me like replicating. Like I hear like the song in my head, and I'm just like trying to recreate that. I also do visual art and draw and stuff too, and even with that is the same type of mental process of me just trying to. I'm like, well, this is what this thing looks like, so I'm just gonna try and get it as close to that as possible. And with music, I learned music by doing that. So I have I guess I could put these things out there. I have the 2 albums that I have on the streaming platforms. Is one that I released under CJ Lewis, like CEEJAY Lewis, and that's called Popular Demand. And that album was pretty much, I knew how to produce beats. I was making beats and stuff like that at the time, but I wasn't as confident in my ability to like mix the vocals and everything. So I just did an album. I basically made acoustic versions of all the songs with beats that I had, and it's mostly just me like singing and rapping like over guitar and stuff like that. Maybe I think one song has like some piano in it at the end. It doesn't have any drums either. It's just like literally just guitar and me like doing that, pretty much what I was doing. And then the next album, Roses, that was the album that actually had like, I produced every song on there, and then I ended up mixing and mastering most of it, the vast majority of it myself. But the idea I had was to invert the concepts and like finally make the beats version of the acoustic album and then make an acoustic version of the beats album. And the Young Orpheus and Brave that I played earlier, those are, well, actually Young Orpheus was from Popular Demand, but Brave is I made that a piano song, and then Young Orpheus, I made that a guitar song first, and then I transferred that over to piano. So I'm trying to, those things, since I don't know, I've been in like this creative rut for like a couple years or something like that, where it's just been hard for me to It's like anytime I have the little urge of inspiration to like go and create something, it's like when I'm not actually able to sit down and do it. Like I'll be at work or something like that and I'll have ideas. But in the meantime, I was thinking I could at least like remaster and like recreate these things that are like 3-4 years old now that still sound good. Like the songs themselves are good. I just like listen to the album and I'm like, it wasn't mixed great. I did my best, but it wasn't, I mean, see, interestingly enough, that's something that I have not done yet. That I guess any success that I've had in music up until this point has been without me doing that. With like pretty much me just playing like around the coast or whatever. That's what I would like to do. So I guess that would feasibly be the next step, is like traveling to play places and stuff. But then like, COVID like came and like it kind of like naturally slowed down that a little bit for me, because it was like already, I guess, harder for me to get into that. It's hard for me to sell myself kind of to people here because I don't play, I guess, the music that people normally play here. So when I'm trying to like sell myself somewhere else, it's like maybe I should just get better at selling myself. But yes, traveling would be that. Actually, okay, so you asked me what I think my greatest musical aspiration is to tour in Europe. Yeah, that is my largest. That's when I'm doing that. That is when I'll be like, okay, I have not like I'll stop now, but I'm content with how far this is going. Yeah, I am. Okay, I am primarily, as it relates to like posting content like for music and stuff like that, my most like professional platform would be Instagram, and that's at Raiwylde, or RAIWYLDE. Like Rai, it's so much easier when you think of it too. It's like Rai and then Wild, and the Wild is like, it's like just spelled with a Y. And if you remember that, if you do RAI and then spell wild with a Y, it'll come up pretty much anywhere, like any platform. Or SoundCloud is what I have like everything I've made since high school on, which is nice. I like saying that because it's like man, since everything, like since my freshman year of high school when I had like the first little USB mic, like that stuff is there through to that album that I was just performing. So it's pretty cool.
My name is Layla Price, and I've been dancing for about 13 years. Dance has helped mold me to become responsible. I've grown to love myself even more. I've become a lot more confident. I talk to people a lot more. It's just opened my entire view of the world in a positive aspect. I mean, it shaped me to become a woman. I actually feel like I can become a professional dancer in the world. And Island School Performing Arts, my dance company, has really helped me grow into believing that I can do that. So right now I'm in between deciding between South Alabama and Southern Miss. I looked at their dance competitions and dance programs, and I'm very excited to try out for those. So 5 years from now, I definitely see myself dancing or having a degree in dance of some aspect of dance. I do want to do it professionally. Yeah, so when learning choreo, it can be fast paced and it can be very slow paced. I am more like a medium speed. It's hard learning choreo, but once you get it, it is very fun to do the dance, especially when it's good choreo. I love choreographing. Some of my favorite dances have been in jazz or contemporary. Also tap, which I don't even think I'm a good tapper, but I love tap choreo as well. So yeah. So in my recital, I was the lead. I was a genie, and it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Being a genie, it does entail learning lines, learning scenes, knowing when you go out on stage, learning when to exit stage. Excuse me. It was hard, and there was homework I had to do. I take AP classes just like anybody else. I'm a senior in high school, but it's time management skills. It is a lot of time management skills, and once you get the hang of it and know when to schedule your time, it can be really easy. So for the Roots Rhythm and Arts Festival, I was chosen to be the Red Wave, so I get to welcome people. I'm excited to do that. I get to see all your faces and welcome you into the festival.
Featuring Sid. won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want you so. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want you, girl. You can be the one, you can be my favorite. We can be in love if we keep dating. Baby, I can beat it up, I can catch the fade with it. Take the mask off, I can put my face in it. You ain't got a trip, we can vacation. Take you all around the world and keep paper planes. If I only hit it once, it'd be a shame, wouldn't it? Tell me what you want, I'm tired of debating. Cause I can do you wrong if you want, babe. Would that keep me on your mind long enough, baby? Should I be nice? Should I be rude? Did I text twice? Did I play cool? I can do it all if you want, baby. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want you so. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want, oh, you can be the one, you can be the only. If you wanna be my girl or just a homie, I can give you love, I can play it cool for you. I can pick you up or send a pool for you. If I use my tongue, baby, would you like that? If you wanna bite, baby girl, I'll bite back. I can show you something, this can be a lesson. So tell me what you want, I'm tired of the guessing, baby. I can do you wrong if you want, babe. Would that keep me on your mind long enough, baby? Should I be nice? Should I be rude? Did I text twice? Did I play cool? I can do it all if you want, baby. Oh yeah. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want you so. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. I really want you, girl. No, I really want you, girl. Oh, yeah. I can't read your mind. 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 Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. Baby, won't you let me ride? Tell me what you like. I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. Whoa, 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 whoa.